Welcome to Kelly, an EDS person of human body with a skeleton that seems to want to do something else, and I am at a pain decimal of 100 and screaming, and no solutions as yet other than Dad is coming home and no serious and needs to be at home, but it's the end of his tour anyway, and he says it's worth it. So, but usually at 6:30 I am getting our shit together and getting ready to go out to pick things up off Marketplace. We've been paid today. I only got paid 678 for universal credits. They have now taken out my minimum rent payment unauthorized without my permission. Shiloh's not quite dressed for what I want to show you. He's still got a nappy on because he's up at the sink, as you can hear the tap, doing the washing. Only wants his nappy off. You want your nappy off? So I can't show you what Shiloh's up to. And if he jumps behind me, I'm going to probably turn the screen on. You want water? I'll take you for a walk as I get some water. I'll take the battery out. I don't know how long it'll last for this laptop. I'll show you my madhouse. My internet's not made right. Oh, you want juice? No, what is it you want? What would you like, the bowl? Shiloh is currently now classed as delayed talking. Your cornflakes. We got a free hospital soup bowl from one of the old people throwing out some old stuff. It's actually quite interesting. I love it here because in a block of flats, well, I don't love it here. I've got a love-hate relationship for Portsmouth, Somerstown, Southsea, as people know, but I'm also the director of Step Up Portsmouth. In fact, I'm director of Step Up every fucking city around the UK, officially on the books. I'll show you some proof of people coming in and stuff. But welcome to the time you don't usually see on Crackbook, my private life. My son is not. He wants some dry cornflakes. Asda's dry cornflakes are the best, by the way. Not Kellogg's. Kellogg's, Asda's are fucking brilliant. I don't know what's in them that someone might tell, but for the price of them in comparison to Kellogg's, they're absolutely brilliant. So anyway, shit, sugar. That's the Weetabix, complimentary of the football club here, who have Portsmouth have a Pompey in the community run by the Portsmouth football thing, and they've dropped off a load of stuff for me and the kids because we're classed as children in need here to some of the organisations. So like at Christmas we get a hamper and stuff like that. Anyway, irons out, and on my post I talked about childhood trauma, so I need to put it in there. Elijah's still asleep, so Elijah is already flipping over to Daddy's timeline coming back from Barcelona. It was really fucking manic. If you've seen it out there, guys, have you seen it around the world? Like, are you actually watching what's going on? Are you just watching the left or the right? Which side are you? You know, come on, bring some balance, restore some fucking balance, for God's sake. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking manic out there. You know, each and every one for their own is responsible for themselves. But do I believe that things need to flip over? It's like the film Ants, right? The children's program. Even though they didn't want colonization, they then realized they needed colonization. They just didn't need it with corruption. So it's about, there is a corrupted person that the Queen protects. As a mother, my son is currently not appropriate to be on camera. He's not appropriately dressed, sitting down with a bowl of cornflakes after washing up at the sink and things like that. As a mother, my son is appropriately dressed in front of me as mother, but he's going to be too soon. So there is some boundaries that me as a mother needs to install in my son now. He's sitting with some cornflakes, and you know, I would not allow for anybody to take any photographs or videos, or allow for my son to drift in and out. I did one video about flying nappies, but it was just too fucking funny to not capture. But at the end of the day, that could still be edited by somebody out there and used. We parents have to be responsible for our children. We are responsible for our children. We need to protect our children, and we need to serve and nurture and educate and guide. We are responsible for Babies we create. You know, we created them, therefore we raise them. We choose how we educate our children. If Shiloh wants to, I will show you the manic of my living room while he's in the kitchen enjoying his. Do you want some milk on your cornflakes? Do you want some milk on there while you're not got clothes on you can wreck? Do you want some milk on there? Yeah, he's already had his tea. This is just. If he's going to be a pro skater, will he have the munchies? There you go, parents. Do your children have the munchies? Are they weed smokers? Do they take drugs? Who do they hang around with? Where do they go? Anyway, welcome to the madhouse of Shiloh Samuel, skater sensation. That is all of my clothes in the house, literally around. This is basically a rainy day. Dean said, is it going to be like this when he gets home? I said, if it's raining outside and with no petrol, yes. There is the ironing board, the skateboard, the football, the pump, and his piano. Shiloh's still asleep. I have light bulbs. Elijah's still asleep. His BMXs. His roller skates. He's absolutely fast asleep. Hamster cage. And basically, he spends, like, from now, well, if he was in his pajamas, so as soon as the boys get bathed and stuff, this is my house, and then I get to tidy up. So literally they go from here, onto the chair, onto the clothes, onto the so-called surfboard, mess around on the skateboard, faff around up and down the hallway, and I open the door. I open the door and they go up and down and up and down and up and down. And then I manage to get them in the bath because it's only there, like literally. This is Dean's artwork, so it's really I have to be careful because I get told off about talking about his artwork. So literally the bathroom is here. And what is actually a tidy bathroom in a minute? Well, in a minute it won't be like this. In a minute, all them toys in a nice, tidy, just for evidence for social services and police when they take snapshots. But all those toys there, and Mummy has to be careful because the box of baby wipes, and actually put the nappies up here, complimentary of a friend of mine who made sure we had nappies through the crap month, so I wasn't running around all the food banks to get some. Pampers, you need to help in a crisis right now. And what the fuck's happened to Huggies? But the kids were getting the bikes wet because of the bath, which they've now completely fucked at the bottom. Candles will be down, boxes will be down, and this will be absolutely bloody soaking wet, and all the toys will be out here. There will be towels in the hallway. I will be stripping the beds because they've got milk on them. And then this is the reason that I'm doing this is because parents live in absolute social anxiety through police or social services knocking on their door, health providers, anybody. And especially when you live in a block of flats, and people wonder why I talk about this stuff. I talk about this stuff because there's been a big gap in the system with the changeover of universal credits, exiting Brexit, blah, 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 blah. There was a few of us coaches that recognised a severe, people recognised a monopoly in the system, which meant there was a crack in the system. When there's a crack in the system, you bring solution to a problem, and that's what basically business is. Solution provide, services, knowledge action, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, there's a few of us that went, whoa, hang on a minute, this is like quite severe. And we were all part of the basket brigade, and we noticed the numbers going up on Christmas baskets and things, and desperation to get people in, and actually that people didn't want to come in, and the whole psychology to homelessness and drugs and alcohol and people on the streets. Now, I'm going to go out for a drive in a bit, and go and pick up some stuff on Marketplace. My neck is absolutely killing me. I can't hold my laptop any longer. Oh, and we'll carry on showing you actually, because I've now got all the wet washing here. I've got all the wet washing here. And I've got to go downstairs with 2 children. I can't leave them up here, even though I'm only 2 floors down. There's no way. If I went down to the machine and I left my 2 kids up here, we have homeless. In fact, I went downstairs the other day and was meted by somebody with a knife in the hallway, and my 2 kids, I slammed the door, got my 2 kids and bounced them outside and dealt with the situation, and then took myself back through the door, right? It was all right. He was out of his head, blah, 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 blah. He was trying to cut himself, but I literally fired my kids back through the door and slammed the door on my kids, which meant they could have pressed the lift or something like that. You know, it's not very good here for young families and children. They've got a park, but I'm not saying everybody is bad. I'm saying you can't judge people on the streets. Look, people on the streets, you've got genuine people who fall on their fucking asses, and then you've got people that actually live in homes but go out to the streets and they make up to £300 a day. You have to know the difference, and you have to protect yourself, because one or the other will take you down the back alley and take whatever you've got off you. Me and Dean have been on the streets pretty much all of our lives anyway, because we've been part of some form of thing or whatever, or set up something or whatever, and people don't quite understand me. Now, I've got King's Church behind here, right? Let me turn the tap off. Wasting water and all that. Oh, by the way, did you see that water experiment that James did that showed you all the stuff that's in your water and why you should get a water fountain? Yes, I do have an affiliate link marketing for water doodah things. I'm not stupid. They're going to be moving the money, whether people like it or not. Cryptocurrency, cash, go. But it has to, because the Queen's head's going to go. Do you know what I mean? I don't mean like literally, but off of your head. I don't mean literally. Please, anybody out there, I'm not responsible for anybody's. Hey, disclaimer: whatever I say, whatever inspires you, whatever you take, whatever you do, I am not responsible for the consequences of your actions. What you choose to do is up to you. But all I am saying is the police are here to protect the crown, yeah. And at the end of the day, the crown sits on the Queen's head. Fuck, my hat is stuck to. There you go. But what everybody is doing at the moment is they're saying, caps on, obviously, because tomorrow all the beakers go on. So please do remember, guys, that tomorrow, you want some more? Tomorrow is going to be one of the biggest crossovers ever in history. The worldwide revolution tomorrow, as all kings, queens, seated people, the people watching the people watchers watching the watchers, the heads of state, all these official people who basically the Queen took over a position. Oh, frick's sake, that's very full for you. Please don't cough. Oh my goodness, don't put all that in the clothes. Oh, can I move the clothes before you? Can you stay in here with that? That'd be amazing. Do you reckon you can sit on the chair? Because if you stay in here and eat that like a good boy at this chair, that would be absolutely amazing. Because if you take that in them clothes, right, mate, and thanks for getting it on the ironing board, it's sort of protected the clothes. But if you take it there into all them clothes, I've got to get them away before Daddy gets home, and I don't want to have to wash them because your cornflakes are all over those clothes. Okay, so if you sit there and eat them, that's cool. But if you move and faff around and go in there, and I'm going to take them off there. Is that a deal? We've got a deal. We've got a negotiation, have we? We've got a line not to cross. So the deal's been made apparently by Boris. So do we understand what the deal is? Because do you understand what this actually means by England saying we will not be part of the one world order? That's what we're saying. Elijah's waking up, so I need to let him come through. Just 2 seconds, let me check it is. Good. Elijah's just woken up and I've got to get out and go and deal with Graham. I don't know if he's alive or dead. Do you know what I mean? Elijah, do you want to shut the live down? Do you want to say hello? You want some spoons gone? Would you like some cornflakes like your brother rather than some linen? Want some cornflakes?
Yes.
Yeah, would you like some cornflakes?
Yes.
So I've just woken up, guys. Would you like some private time or do you want to say hello?
You want Nini?
You want Ninin?
Yes.
Oh, seriously, still? Come on. Should a mother still be ninning at 3 years old with their children? I have some issues with this, but unfortunately, Elijah is a taken child from the breast, and we have anxiety separation issues from all of us as a result of trauma by the state. When he was taken from my arms exactly like this, with me stood there like that with 23 police officers surrounding me outside here because I was going to the shop for milk after 7:30. You want some cornflakes, dude? Would you like to do the cornflakes yourself, or do you want me to pour the cornflakes? As the cornflakes, compliments of Elijah. So how many people do you reckon make some money out of them cornflakes? How many people do you reckon have been slaughtered because of basic needs of... Drop the spoon. Yeah. Spoon. Spoon. Were you born with a silver spoon in your mouth? Spoon. Spoons. I said to Dean, the only way you rescue this relationship is making sure that you agree to the pact. That while you're on the tour, oi, up you get. Right, but it's still not going in there. Yeah, that's exactly why it's not going in there. You alright? You good? Do you want a high chair? You're not quite ready for a chair and a doodah? Oh, I'll do that later. At least it's not in there on the clothes, isn't it? Exactly why. Oh, don't do that. Right, this is why I hate social workers and police officers turning up between the hours. And fathers. Mothers have anxiety until they know that their father's husband's partners, lovers, daters, or whatever are turning up. Because, come on, we do make an effort. You just don't fucking see it. Because it wouldn't be like this if Dad was coming home from work. Do you know what I mean? If Mum didn't do anything all day, like the house would be immaculate, and by the time they usually come home, it's immaculate. So, I've got your cornflakes here. Do you want some milk on them? Yeah. And to kids out there that want kids, parenting isn't roses and sunshines and cute little kids that you take to the park. And my mum actually did a blog once about it. Shiloh wants the Hoover. Go ahead. You want to clean your own stuff up? Go ahead, mate. Watch this.
No.
Oh, that's glass there. I won't do that.
No, Mommy.
You want the hose out? There you go, then. There you go. Come on. What can you do? He wants to do it himself. I can't show you because he's not clothed because he's washing up, but he's currently hoovering up. So you want some cornflakes? I've just spilled the bloody cornflakes again. So who's paying the price for the cornflakes? What's the deal? Do we care about the deal? How's the deal going to affect families? Can you hear me or not? Welcome to single mother world, stroke working mother world, stroke has a working husband world. Just parenting really, either by yourself, because you've either got to do it all yourself, or you can do it with someone else or not. Some people do it live, some people don't. You don't usually see this side of my life. You want to go and sit down? There's a deal going on. 2 seconds. cornflakes everywhere. 2 children to get bed ready, just actually woken up apart from Shiloh. I've got to be in London for 3 o'clock tomorrow on the fucking clock, in the right place, in the centre where the ball is on when they all come out from all angles. So literally, hopefully Elijah and Shiloh are going to completely stall the whole fucking place, as they do. The Lords will come down one stairs, the House of Commons will come down the other stairs, the people will come through there, and then the little ones will come through there about 15 minutes before. Hopefully I will be on the other side of the doors with my 2 children. Hopefully I will have a couple of people in the House of the Lords, a couple of people in the House of the Lords. Luckily I have fingers in many pies and know many people. And hopefully at 3 o'clock I'll be there. If not, I failed. And you're on your own, guys. Passport's ready, and Dean is dragging our asses out of the UK before the passports fuck off and we get trapped on an island with no current boats and ships and people who are going to be out for their all. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be a time of rhinos who don't give a flying fuck about the people behind them. A time of crash, winter, homelessness. It's going to snow like fuck this winter, and you're all going to be fucked if you don't have. Let me show you. I'm ready. Are you ready? Right. Plenty of pasta, plenty of rices, plenty of pasta. If you can get spelt pasta and make it all yourself, even better. Plenty of beans, plenty of tomatoes, plenty of tomato soups, wheat powder, spirulina, any seeds, pulses, things like that. Salts, your peppers, Weetabix cornflakes, plenty of cornflakes. Stock up with your jars of puddings and fruits and stuff. Pesto, freezing. Now, top of my freezer, I have a safety drawer of all fruit and veg frozen, a safety drawer of bread, and then I will have all the pulses and the beans and everything before I finish. You got a cracker stuff? Sorry. There you go, I've got it. Well done. Obviously, fruit and veg, make sure you've all got your community gardens. They should have all stocked up. So all the churches, all the community people who've been involved will all be bringing all their boxes of harvest ready for people to have if you can get out in the winter. If you can't, help somebody who hasn't, you know what I mean? Make sure you stock up in all your stuff, prepare your water, plenty of onions to freeze them. Yeah, and make sure you've got all your backup stuff as well. So backup hard drive. I've got a whole cupboard full somewhere of all my old stuff because the internet's going to go down. And yeah, it's getting loud in here anyway. So winter preparation coming in, sort it out. So anyway, my son has just hoovered up his own shit. You can prove it. Hoover, cornflakes gone. Shiloh, Elijah is going to probably take over the laptop, and I need to plug it back in because it's going to go in a minute. You going to say hello?
Like you heard it.
Are you saying hello while I just plug it back in?
Yeah!
Anyway, I've been watching Peter Pan, this movie, right? And I've been catching bits of it. I need to sit down and watch it. There's some really bad bits in it. It's really weird. Excuse me, don't you dare. Just wait. Excuse me. You've got your own. He wants the scooter. Is that okay while you're... Can he play with that? Oh, here we go. No, boundary. It's his personal... Excuse me. Personal belongings. No. Excuse me. Go and play on your skateboard and we can have a bath. Is it bath time? Anyway, guys, it's bath time in my house. And I'm going to go and get the kids ready. And I've got to be at the airport for 9 o'clock tomorrow night to go and pick the boys' dad up. Stop it, please. And he's here, whatever our terms of our relationship is. It's not about me and Dean. It's about these two. Do you know what I mean? And we can't let whatever is going on in our storm affect their lives in any way, shape, or form. They need both of us. And he definitely needs his dad right now because he needs to go to a skateboard park, he needs to run around with a football, he needs to do all the men's stuff, so I can still say being a female and not go into my masculine energy and run around my kids on park and have to beat up men because they want to touch my kids. So dad needs to be around mum as well at the moment, because lots of men crossing boundaries and mum doesn't want to right hook anybody at the moment. You know, even if we are separated, I'm really got time for dating and men, haven't I? Fuck that shit at the moment. But I'm sure Dean will come through as he always does. It's been a tour. So anyway, inappropriate dressed children and all that. Are you going to say bye-bye?
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. We're off to go and get Shiloh a cool jumper and a couple of things, and hopefully take Graham for a drive. Because the kids have just woken up, so it's Friday, so go and see all the lights and all the things that are out and go downstairs. We're going to go up to the sailing club for a bit. Yeah, should go up to the sailing club for a bit.
Yeah.
Excuse me, you've had yours and you put them over the floor and they're in there. Anyway, guys, I'm going to sign off, and hopefully by the time I come back, we would have shifted out of last week and preparing for the weekend. And I hope whatever you're doing this weekend, guys, you just have a really nice, happy family and with the ones you love, do you know what I mean? And be with, you know, don't think about work. You don't even have to be out on the front line protesting. Just have your view, have your say, have your voice. Say what you think this, you know, would make Britain great and work, and what your needs are and things, and take personal responsibility. But we have to say no to the corruption, do you know what I mean? So if you are out on the front line tomorrow, see you tomorrow.